Salam alaikum. Hey, how you guys doing? Peace and blessings be to all. I hope you guys are doing great. Many blessings to everybody that watches the channel. Thanks for being around, subscribing. Another day, another dollar, making a donuts like always. A little different today, right? I had to bring down the bush. Time for change, time for rejuvenation, if you want to say. Nah, I'm gonna let it grow back just a little bit. But I wanted to change up the style for a little while. Wow, that was a rhyme, right? Change up the style for a little while. Not that much, guys. I just came in like always. I've been thinking about something for a while, man, and I was like, should I make a video? Should I not make a video? Would it be controversial or not controversial? Would it cause issues and people coming into the actual channel and talking in certain ways or in a manner that's not respectful and stuff like that? And I try to avoid all that type of nonsense. Even though I have a button, that I could just erase and block, but I don't like doing that type of stuff. But this morning I was like, let me put it out there as a question, as a question for those who are interested and have these same questions. I would like to hear your opinions on it, and those who know more than I do could maybe give me some illumination, some understanding that I just don't kind of maybe not comprehend in a way, or don't understand, or don't see it in that way, So here goes the question that I'm gonna put out. It has to do with traditions or religions, right? That a lot of us practice, a lot of us are in, not the same practices and not the same traditions, not the same religions, but in some form or somehow it has to do with spirituality, right? Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about it. And I asked this question because sometimes I think about these type of things, and I try to figure out why this happens and what's the purpose and reason, but I always come down to the same conclusion. Same conclusion. So I'm trying to get some understanding from you guys, those who are initiated in all these different type of practices. 1 second. Sorry about that. They didn't open the door, so I got to make sure. So the question is, right? We're gonna speak about. I'm asking the question from different practitioners, right? The practice different type of spiritual traditions. So my question is, what can one tradition do or one religion do that the other one can't? Right? What can Palo Mayombe do that Ifa, the practitioners of Voodoo, the 21 Division, Ocha, all types of, I don't want to keep naming more, but all types of traditions. What can one tradition do or one religion do that Palo cannot do, or what can Palo not do that any other tradition could do? And when I'm speaking about if you have a situation, right, and you're coming in to get a consultation, and you're coming in for a problem. Usually when people come, they come in because they have issues and situations. What can Ocha do that Palo cannot do? What can Ocha do that Ifa can do? What can the practitioners of Udum do that all the others can do? Like, is there something that a tradition or a religion, I like to say tradition more, for we could go with the African traditions that have come to this world and have had an influence on us, and now we have a certain type of tradition or religion based off of the root of it being an African tradition, but is not African completely. Whichever system you may follow or belief you may believe in. Like, if a person comes to Nkisi Malongo, right, and they looking for help, for healing, can Palo heal a person? Can Nkisi Malongo, the practitioners, the priest, those who know, heal a person? Do they have to go? Do you have to send them to Ifa for healing? Do you have to send them to Ocha for healing? And vice versa. Can Ocha heal that person? Does an Ocha practitioner, a priest or priestess, have to send them to a Babalao, have to send them to a Palero, have to send them to a Voodoo practitioner, have to send them to a 21 division, have to send them to a spiritist for some reason to get healed? Like, what are the limitations? Because I don't understand it. I just don't I don't see it. I don't see the reason for one person to go for a certain issue or problem in their life and go to a certain tradition, and the tradition, you know, the priests and priestess know what they are doing. You understand? Can't they solve those issues? We know that at the end of the day, it's not the mortal being who's solving the issue. We know that. We're just a vessel that is used. We are not the ones solving it. Our spiritual guides, our Ngangas, our Orishas, our spirits are the ones who are solving these issues for humanity. We're just tools. Now, this question, I'm putting it out with true sincerity, with respect to all the traditions, because I feel as though that if I go to Ocha, to a Santero for help, and he has the resources and the means to help me for whatever it may be, that Santero for me has the capability to help me. I don't need to go to anyone else. If I go to Ifa, to a Babalao for help, seeking help for whatever it may be, and he's a Babalao, has the knowledge, has been initiated, has the initiations and the things that he need to help me and knows what he's doing, can Ifa help me? Same thing with any other tradition. Same thing with Nkisi Malongo Palo. So I ask myself these questions because I don't see the limitations of any of these traditions. I don't see them being limited. I see us as humans being the ones with limitations of the capabilities and what we can do and not do. You know, I just don't understand it. And then as a twofold question, I'm going to put in, I believe, right? And this is me, my belief, what I perceive and see and understand, that if I'm a tata and I am a practitioner, a priest of Nkisi Malongo, and I'm a student studying under a master, and I am trying my best to follow and to learn and to be able to communicate more and have a more spiritual bond with my spirituality, my nganga, and whatever protecting my ancestors and everything. If this is what I'm striving for, right, and this is my calling, why do I feel the need or have the need to go to any other tradition and be initiated in? I'm not saying you cannot do it. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying you should not or cannot. That's up to you. But I'm just saying, if I want to be the best that I could be, right, as a priest in this tradition, I'm not saying the best of everybody, the best to me of myself that I could be as an Nganga, as a priest. There's a lot to learn, and there's a lot of responsibility, and there's a lot of things that it requires of me, including time and resources. How can I evolve in my tradition, right, and learning and understanding when I'm practicing 3, 4, let's just say 3 traditions? I'm not saying it can't be done, because it's been proven that there are millions of people who practice and have under their belt and are initiated in 3, 4, 5 different traditions. But my twofold question is, it leads to the same thing. What does one do that the other one don't? What can one do that the other one can't? What are the limitations from one to the other? Because it's one tradition or one religion alone that takes your life to learn to a certain amount and to get a certain amount of understanding. You never learn it all in this lifetime. You never will. A tradition or a belief or a religion, it's too much. Then how is it possible that you could be a priest of 3 or 4 or 5 traditions and you learned it all? Like, that is a very hard thing to do. And how do you not mix in your practice when you're doing something for medicine or with somebody? How do you not mix? How do you keep that in check? you know, these are questions that I ask myself, and I ask you guys, you know, to evaluate. And if you want to, leave a comment. If you want to, feel free, email me at tatazongo21@yahoo.com. TATAZONGO21@yahoo.com. Pretty soon I'm gonna leave. I have another phone. I got a phone for like a different line for 4 or 5 years, and I don't even use it. I keep it at the house. The phone turned off. I'm gonna open up what's that? WhatsApp with that phone. I mean, I'm gonna put that number out. I'm not gonna carry that phone 24/7 with me, but every day I'll go and I'll check to see if somebody's asking a question or somebody has a response, or if I can help somebody with anything. This is my question towards you guys. You know, like I said, I respect all those who have been initiated and all types of traditions and are working with it and they know what they're doing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. It's not easy. And what can one do that the other one can't? That's really what I'm asking. I pray you guys have a great day. And Sam be blessed. Salam alaikum alaikum salam ke Sam ala kutare. Be safe like always, making the donuts. Have a great day, guys.